What's up everyone, Buzzy here. Today let's learn how to use the terrain editor in Studio. So in our home tab, go ahead and click on the editor button and your terrain editor window should pop up. So there's three different tabs: create, region, and edit. We're going to focus on the edit tab. There's a bunch of tools that you can use from. There's different kinds of brushes. You have circle, square, and a cylinder. You can change the base size and the height of these brush settings. You can also unlock them to change these base size and the height manually rather than changing them together at once. So you can untick that little lock right there. Change the height, pretty self-explanatory. Play around with these brush settings. There's also different kinds of materials that you can choose from when creating your own terrain. So this is very useful in creating a lifelike forest or river, like absolutely anything that involves terrain in your game. It makes your life so much easier. It honestly helps like building so much faster, to be honest. So today I'm just gonna make a pretty simple river, and I'm gonna start off with this square brush, and I'm going to add sand as my material settings. I'm going to add it with the add tool. So I have this square right now. That looks good. I'm gonna go ahead and add some, actually, yeah, so subtract obviously subtracts the terrain. Grow, so if we click on grow, it grows wherever, the terrain grows wherever you hold your mouse in. So right now I'm holding it on the side of this sand square that I have right now, and you see how the sand is kind of growing. The terrain is growing wherever my mouse is going. So I'm holding my mouse to grow this terrain. So remember to click. If you don't click, then the terrain isn't really going to grow. So that's the grow tool in the terrain editor. Next up we have erode. So erode is essentially kind of like subtracting, but instead of subtracting it in chunks, it subtracts slowly. Smoothen obviously just smoothens the terrain. Flatten, you see how it just kind of flattens in like a 2D kind of terrain. Paint is one of my favorites because it doesn't destroy, erode, smooth, or flatten anything. It simply paints on the terrain, on your existing terrain. So you see I have grass right now, and I'm just painting it around my grass. Pretty neat. I'm not the best terrain editor out there, so I'm just having some fun. I'm gonna add some mud in my little river, because lakes definitely have mud. A little bit of grass. Delete some of the sand, or I mean paint over a little bit of sand. Yeah, so I'm just playing around with these different kinds of tools. Feel free to play around with your terrain as well. If you ever mess up on a terrain edit, you can always press Control Z for Windows users or Command D for my iOS users to go back a step to undo your move. I'm gonna add some water now. Oh, I don't like how that looks. There you go. I'm gonna go ahead and add my water. I'm gonna change the height of it and the base size. Oh, that's sand. Meant to click on water. There we go. Like, how cool is that? Like you have realistic looking water in Roblox Studio. It's so cool. I'm just gonna go ahead and add some water. What's really cool about this water that you add in is anytime you hop into your game, you can actually swim in this water. So you don't have to code anything. It's just automatic. Add a little island inside of this river, because why not, right? Actually, I'm just gonna go ahead and make it a volcano because, hey, volcanoes are cool. I'm gonna use some basalt and lava just to make it a little bit realistic. And I'm done. So now if we just go ahead and hop inside of our game, If that looks good, yeah, I think that looks good. I'm gonna hop inside of my game and you'll see our terrain. Oops, I meant to click play here. And look at that. My little volcano and this lake. And I'm gonna swim. How cool is that? You can look underwater too. So cool. So as always, if you enjoyed this content, give us a like and a subscribe. And as always, have fun creating, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.